3 years ago on this weekend, this congregation ordained me to ministry. You blessed me in so many ways at that time, but one of the beautiful surprises was that so many of you, literally hundreds, wrote on colorful sheets of paper your hopes and well wishes and prayers for me. And then you strung them on ribbon and decorated the halls of our sanctuary, zigging back and forth with what looked like Buddhist prayer flags. We know how already to bless the world. Today, I want us to lean into an act of participation. You will notice on the inner edge of your pews there are some supplies. And I invite you to pass them along if you're on the outer edge. So everyone has a sheet. Buddhist prayer flags represent a prayer that we hold in the world. A prayer often for loving kindness and compassion and for well-being. And I invite you to connect at this time with those prayers that you feel are most needed for our living democracy. It could be a prayer for yourself or someone you love, who you're concerned about, or a prayer of loving kindness for those who you're having difficulty with on any kind of level. It could be a hope or prayer for our union. And I invite you to spend a few minutes now with some beautiful music, decorating them. And then before we do that, as part of this, we all know the great phrase that came with Superman: with great privilege comes great responsibility. And I've heard that those seats that are best in the sanctuary are those on the inner aisle. So if you're the innermost person in your pew, I invite you to raise your hand, right? In our democracy, you're like the precinct captains of our prayer flags, okay? So the other thing I'm going to invite you to do is there's going to be some staplers going around. So I invite you to collect the prayers like you collect the ballots from your prayer flags, and you're going to staple them on the blue ribbon here. And I want you to leave about this much space as you're stapling each of them, and then I want you to cut it so there's enough room to tie it, and we're actually going to tie all our pews prayer flags together. And in the Buddhist tradition, we're going to put them out in the world. They're not going to look all pretty for very long, but the Buddhists believe as the flags disintegrate, that actually means that the wind is carrying our prayers to the whole world, spreading love and kindness and hope. So I invite you now to fill out your prayer flags, and I'm going to help our little precinct captains with the stapling too. Thank you. this one for right now.
Okay. Where did the house? Okay, and then where's the other one?
Is this it?
It went under?
Oh, can I invite a few volunteers to come and hold this up so we could all see? How beautiful our well wishes would be. And we will work on having this greet people as they go by our property so they could see our beauty and our creativity and recognize that there are people kind of creating more love and beauty in the world. I'm going to invite you guys to walk this out why don't we walk it out to my office? And then I will work. Thank you. You could have. Oh, no. Thank you. That door is open that way. Yep. Mm-hmm. I have 3 doors to my office, so I say it's impossible to corner me. And right now, any of them. So, yep, you could go right in there. That's my office. Now you guys know where to find me. It's actually kind of hard to find me, considering I have 3 doors. Thank you all.